Okay, so hi, hello, welcome back to another Reading Bad Two-Sentence Horror Stories. Yeah, again, this is like a series that I don't want to do too often because, well, first off, um, I have to wait for the stories to, post it and all that stuff. But and also, I go off like a Twitter account that posts the bad two-sentence horror stories, so I just read off those. So I gotta wait for them to post a little bit more. But yeah, sometimes the stories aren't really that bad. But yeah, I don't know how long it's been since the last time I recorded this one, but before we get into the video, I do want to say, please use code GOONS over at gamerstuffs.gg. You get 10% off any purchase that goes for tubs, shirts, and shaker cups, So, feel free to use it if you're interested. Link is down below. Okay, so these don't really have much for me to really talk about, so let's get into it. And also, I'm gonna do something kind of different with this one. In my other videos where I usually read, I have scary music in the background. So I thought, even though these stories aren't necessarily scary, I think having some music in the background would be pretty good. So let's get into it. My heart sank when I read the text. They are coming, followed by my info. I quickly awoke my captor lying next to me, letting him know we had prepared for our final stand against the police. What? I'm more confused than anything. And that's the first one. So, I think she has Stockholm Syndrome. I think that could be the underlying tone. But, yeah, we're moving on. Okay, we'll come back tomorrow and see how she's doing, I said, leaving my wife in the waiting room chair. When I returned the next day, I saw her barely breathing body still in the waiting room chair. Nobody having attended to her, and nobody looking like they would for a long, long time. What? Okay, moving on. Now we serve number 85. Please step forward, the butcher said as he cleaned the knife from the last victim's blood. Like a coward, I gave my number to my 5-year-old daughter. I waited for her to be brought to the counter instead of me. Okay, moving on. Oh no, my sister and I aren't actually conjoined twins. Our mother is just our mother is just an excellent seamstress. Okay, moving on. As the famine worsened, I had a brilliant idea to use my pets as a food source. But when I woke up in the middle of the night due to severe pain in different parts of my body, I realized that my pets also have had similar ideas. Okay, well, I mean, that is the truth, though, more or less. Like, I forgot what I was reading, but I think it said that cats will eat you, like, a day or two after you die. And a dog will, like, eat you, like, maybe a week or two after a week after you died, because then they start to, like, say, fuck it. Yeah, but I don't know. I know cats eat you, like, right away, though. I don't know. A little food for thought. Let's move on. After my girlfriend ghosted me right after my diagnosis, I decided to post our sex videos online as a form of revenge. I took my meds and opened my laptop, but only found videos of naked me humping the air. Dude, this this one isn't that bad. I'm making this one a thumbnail. Dude, that one's not bad at all. That one's funny. Okay, moving on. With desperation and confusion, I asked if I followed the Bible perfectly. Why am I being sent to hell? What the hell's a Bible? God responded. Okay, moving on. The baby monitor crackled as my newborn finally stopped crying. Let the firefighters do their job. There's nothing you can do, the officer said. Okay, if this was worded a lot better, it could be a good two-sentence short story. But what I'm assuming happened is that the house was on fire, and the guy got out of the house but only had his baby monitor on him, and he left the kid in the fucking crib or the nursery. Something. That's all. That's what I'm thinking in my head. So, moving on. Daddy, my daughter squealed, running into my arms and giving me the biggest hug. I didn't feel an ounce of regret as I held her close, too happy to mind my lifeless body sitting a foot away. What? Okay, that one just fucking sucked. Moving on. Tonight at dinner, while I kept sobbing, Dad kept saying, "You're not allowed to get up without eating your vegetables." Is it really my fault that our second child also has brain damage from birth? Oh. Okay, moving on. I knew what I had to do when my mommy suddenly collapsed. But no matter what I said, the 911 person kept on telling me to put my mommy on the phone. Okay. That was just sad. Moving on. Look, it's totally fine, I said to my daughter as I sat down at the top of the darkened tunnel slide. It's been 25 minutes of me wedged halfway down the slide, but hearing my daughter get dragged away by someone is definitely worse. What the fuck? Oh, also, I forgot to mention, this video is a one take. So, if you hear me mumble, I'm sorry for that. So, there we go. I sliced into my arm to see if my experiments in human regeneration had finally succeeded. I was ecstatic when the cut sealed and the skin reformed immediately. But as each drop of blood that had fallen from the wound began expanding, forming a layer of flesh around it, I realized I may have miscalculated. That is some, like, Deadpool type shit. I fuck with it. So, moving on. I used to think that "they're never gonna find you" was the worst thing to hear before being killed. When my captors said it's gonna be a long time until they stop finding you, I understood that there was something way worse. Okay. Yeah, I think that is worse, more or less. But I don't know. Moving on. My heart stopped as the killer swung open the closet door I was hiding in. His face of disappointment and lack of aggression left me confused, until I glanced down and saw my lifeless body. A lot of like out of body experiences in the two sentences as of recently. The doctor pleaded guilty for what he did to those children under anesthesia. Black market organs transplants were illegal, even if it did save their lives. Okay, I think I'm getting close to where the last video ended off. So I'm gonna do one more, and I'm pretty sure it's from the last video, so sorry about that. But what's this, Dad? said my son while I showed him photos from my youth. We call those trees. Yeah, so I don't know if I went back into the other one though. But yeah, I still have more for the video. But yeah, sorry if I also read a couple stories from the last video. I have a bad memory, and I forget what I read, pretty much. So, moving on. I'd sell my soul for an Italian sub right now, the man says, unwrapping his ham and cheese sandwich. It was the only option he could afford. Upon opening the sandwich, he finds half a thick sandwich roll, sliced to contain provolone, salami, banana peppers, lettuce, and tomato. And with that, he sold his soul. I think it's worth it though. The Italian subs go so fucking hard. I haven't had one in a long ass time though, but hey, it's worth it though. I'll sell my soul too. So, moving on. The splat. My granddad took me to the rooftop of his apartment building and pointed a finger as we gazed down at the pavement. As we gazed down at the pavement of the parking lot below. In his British accent, he told me how a neighbor of his jumped off this very rooftop and went splat right down there. Why? Why would he just show that to his grandson? I mean, he can do he. That's his fault. So, moving on. I watched grief-stricken as my grandfather was lowered into his grave. A bird smashed into the coffin, creating a hole. Then my grandfather's hand emerged. Okay, I have seen things though of like doctors like mispronouncing people dead, and you're probably wondering how the fuck does that happen. I don't know personally though, but I know sometimes people literally get buried alive. Like their body just goes into like this weird like alt state where the heartbeat slows down to like the bare minimum, and they just get pronounced dead and then buried like that. So this could happen, except for the bird smashing right into the coffin, creating a giant ass hole for the grandfather's hand to come through. But yeah, a little food for thought again. So, moving on. Getting ready for bed, I made sure the front door was locked for the night. Too late, said the voice right behind me. Okay, moving on. Dementia affects everyone differently, said the doctor. Doctor, it's just a shame he thought your newborn son was a football. Okay, that one was good. I like that one. So, moving on. Oh no, my sister and I are actually joined. I already read that one. My bad. Just go to sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. He yelled upstairs. There is no clown in your room. As he walked away, he was stopped in his tracks by a faint honk of a bike horn, followed by his daughter's gargled final scream. Those fucking clowns, man! I'm telling you. Apparently, you can glitch in real life. Now I'm falling through the earth, quickly headed for the core. That's just some like backrooms type shit. All right, moving on. I asked my friend where he was driving us, and he said we were going bowling. Little did I know our car was the ball, and the 10 people lined up in the highway were the pins. That one sucked. Okay, moving on. There's nothing in the mailbox, except for the 1,000 rat corpses. Damn, that heavy hitters, I'm telling you. Okay, moving on. I was so close to nutting that my mom walked in. Rule number 3, be horrifying. Removed. That it is a horror story if you think about it, I guess. But I don't know. Moving on. I gotta get this monkey off my back. Then I'm gonna kill the bastard who knocked me out and sewed it on there while I was unconscious. That one is layered, I can say that. I watched my friend Michael burst into flames by the serial killer. Wait, who is Michael? Damn, poor Michael. Moving on. Ever since I was little, every person I made physical contact with, I was able to read their thoughts. When I shook my future boss's hand, I recoiled in fear and started to bleed from my eyes. What? Okay, I don't understand that one. So, moving on. Little Timmy wanted to be a firefighter when he grew up. However, the fire in hell never goes out. Especially for little boys who throw frogs. Damn, little Timmy's not being a firefighter. Jessica Blevins planning resignation as Ninja's manager. She plans to keep on building up her own brand. I was like, I mean, it could be a 2-sentence horror story, I don't know. Hey, more power to her, but have you seen his low taper fade recently? Eh, I feel like his hair was too thin for it though. But hey, respect for him to actually gain the haircut though. More power to him. Moving on. Don't worry, this will be all over within a moment. Within a moment, said the dentist. I'm gonna try to reread this. Don't worry, this will all be over within a moment, said the dentist soothingly as I lay back strapped to the reclining chair. As he pries open my jaws and began to pour green acid into my mouth, I realized that he meant my life, and not just his appointment. So, what type of reanimator type bullshit is this? I want to know. But, yeah, so I thought I was just having a stroke reading that one, but no, it's just how it was written. So, moving on. I was playing paintball with strangers and with red color. I was playing paintball with strangers and with red color paintballs. One of the strangers hit me, and the shot seemed more painful than usual. And for some reason, the paint seemed to be a darker red. What the fuck was 2020 me thinking? I don't know. I mean, try to make something scary, but I don't think paintball is scary. Unless, you put the guy brought bullets, but hey, more power to him. I never believed that sperm is sacred, or that is life before it finds an egg. Until my pillowcase started following me around the room screaming, "Daddy." What the fuck? That one's just horrible. Moving on. Google Drive. You are working on your Google Sheet, and an anonymous leopard joins. You haven't shared the document with anyone, and have it set to private. Okay. Moving on. I always remember Aunt Angela screaming from the basement when I was a child. This is despite the fact that Dad murdered her down there years before I was born. Okay, moving on. I've been pregnant for 13 months. The baby is still growing. Okay, moving on. My brother has 198 bones in his body. Now, 199. Now, 200. 201. 202. 203. 204. 207. 210. 211. 212. 213. And now, 267. Wow. Heavy hitter, boys. Moving on. One day, I was walking down the street and someone started to chase me. Started to chase me. He said, "I want to kidnap you." Damn. Heavy hitter again. He cried when he saw his acceptance letter from Stanford, as he wished his parents could be here to see it. But he had to do it to come up with that orphan teenager story for the college application. Oh, that one honestly has a good twist. Yeah, that one's good. Also, I think Stanford is also where Miyuki Shirogane from Kaguya Love is War is also studying, so that's pretty cool. Okay, moving on. Oh. TIFU. By not telling my boyfriend I had a penis. I kept it in a jar on nightstand as a trophy from the last man who broke my heart, and I think that kind of creeped him out a little. What the fuck's TIFU? And also, I am blocking you because this is so cringy. I want to die. I'm Ori. Sorry. The fuck? Okay. Moving on. I just bought new boots. Stomp, my dog. Damn. Okay. My friend's phone blew up. Why did he buy a Note 7? And, oh, I do want to say, this guy put blue, not like BLEW, but BLUE. So his phone blew up. I'm the one that always knows when you got uncovered toes. Well, so sweep, I'll uncover your feet. Then those tasty treats I'll eat. Okay, moving on. I think this will be the last one in the video. Yep. They said he was an artist in plastic surgery. What they didn't say was that his role model was Pablo Picasso. Okay, I don't think you get a dig at Picasso like that, but okay. But yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this reading bad 2-sentence horror stories. I'll probably do this like every 2 or 3 weeks, so more stories can like build up and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy this video. You'll probably see the end card sometime soon. It'll have a playlist of all my current 2-sentence horror stories, and then above it will be the most recent video if you want to check that out. And yeah, because I do a lot more kind of horror content on here. Well, it's all horror themed, but if it's actually scary, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I do a lot of reading, so if you're interested in that, well, please go check it out. And yeah, I should have a lot more videos coming out soon. And yeah, a lot more creepypasta videos. I've been doing a lot more of those recently. So yeah, hopefully y'all will enjoy those videos. Okay, I'm gonna keep you guys here just a little bit longer because, as I mentioned, this is all one take. So it's a lot easier for me to clip the stream and all that stuff if it's like done at a minute. But while you are here, I do have links down below. I have a Ko-Fi link if you want to donate to me. I have a goal of getting a PC, so I have to make better videos. And also, you'll find code GOONS down there. Remember, you get 10% off any purchase. So, you know, if you're ever planning on buying an energy drink, go use code GOONS. I'm running a little bit over time, but it is what it is. Okay, but I'm going to end this video here. I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all mean so much to me, and thank you for being here. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Out. Bye, everyone.